Good morning, McKay. How are you?
Hey, Steve. Good morning. I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Thanks for calling. Hey, are you on your big commute? Is that why you're in the car there, big guy?
I am. People joke that I live on one side of the town and work on the other. So.
McKay Daniels is on the phone with us on Steve Wark in the Morning. You head up that organization, and don't make me say it again, my friend. It's
let me tell you. The Alliance to Protect Nevada Jobs.
The Alliance to Protect Nevada Jobs. I'll have it tattooed on a body part before the end of the day, so we don't have to go through this again. But I know you read that same report because we shot emails back and forth to each other that said, "My gosh, can you believe that this ding dong research director from SEIU would actually think that the fault isn't with the public sector on the wage gap side; it's with the private sector not paying employees enough."
Right. Let's blame the victim on this one. As Clark County businesses are closing by the thousands every day, they're saying that the problem lies with we need more bureaucracy, rules, and limitations on business owners. You were just talking about your own small business and how you had to adjust hours to keep everybody on. Imagine a scenario where you were legally prohibited from doing that, and your hands were tied in being able to deal with the downturn.
McKay, for those who may not have heard me correctly and are sitting there kind of with their slack jawed saying, "Huh?" There's somebody who actually said that private employees should be paid more. It's a quote from that article last week that it says one who did see a wrong was Mike Ward, research director for the Service Employees International Union of Nevada, who says private employers are getting shafted by their bosses. Looking at those numbers, it would appear that the private sector needs to organize more, Ward said. The lack of union density means they are not going to get the kind of wages of those who have unions to advocate for them. Now, this miserable troglodyte might have a job for life, because if you're willing to lay yourself out on the stupid track that far, you know what? You should be taken care of from cradle to grave. The only thing is, with Mr. Ward may see the Grim Reaper before others do, because he'll stupidly stand and walk out in front of traffic because he doesn't have the brains to ignore it. I don't get it, but isn't that wild? It's wild that somebody would say that.
It's incredibly astounding. I was floored when reading it. Let's take all the problems that our local governments are having right now with grappling with this downturn and export them to the private sector. That is hardly a solution for an economic recovery.
Hey, McKay. McKay, I know I'm not paying your cell minutes, but I've got to take a quick break. Can you stick around and we'll talk about what your organization is doing real quick after the other side of the break? Okay, my friend. Hey, Steve Wark in the Morning, just helping you get your work on. 20 minutes after the hour of 8 o'clock. Give us a call, 866-6700, 866-6700. It's about 85 degrees outside. It's going to be another hot one, about 103. So take care of yourself. We'll be right back right after this. And we're back. Steve Wark in the Morning, 25 minutes after the hour of 8 o'clock. Give us a call. Write this down. 866-6700, 866-6700. Tattoo it on a body part, baby, and give us a call. We want to hear from you. Be part of this discussion, and it has been kind of lively today. We're talking about the difference between the public and private sectors, the expectations of those people who toil in both of those sectors, and the wage gap that currently exists in those sectors. We got McKay Daniels on the phone. We've got Richard Dean McLean in the co-pilot seat. And McKay, want to ask you about unions in general. I know that unions get a bad rap. Was there ever, do you think, a role for unions and representing people and trying to get them better wages?
Well, sure. There's been a long history of unionization in America, and I think that you've in the past decade plus or so, though, you've seen union membership start to wane significantly, and I think that kind of is a capitalistic indicator of the declining need for them. You being a small business owner, Steve, you know that finding labor is difficult. Training labor is even more difficult and costly, and it's not in your interest as an entrepreneur to let people go willy-nilly, unfortunately, or to mistreat them, or be a tough interrogator like you are on this program from time to time. But,
I am, McKay. Let it never be said that the employees of Rivage Medical Spa aren't grilled on a regular occasion. But I appreciate the sentiment anyway.
but you touched on it before the break that SEIU employee had said that private sector needs to organize more, and you had touched on the purpose of our organization, and it's to stand up for exactly those businesses that the SEIU, UAW, and other organizations are looking to target and strong arm into a forced unionization effort through the Employee Free Choice Act, and they recognize that union membership is declining, and the only way that they're going to be able to probably turn it around is by grossly upturning the apple cart and making it an unfair playing field by taking away the secret ballot.